Well, good. We better get started then. First of all, on behalf of the Clark family and all of our staff, I would like to welcome you to Clark's Trading Post. This is the home of Clark's trained bears and the White Mountain Central Railroad. My name is Murray Clark. I'm the youngest of two who work with the bears here. Also today, in the ring, you'll see my sister, Maureen Clark. And out of the two of us that work with the bears, I consider myself to be the most handsome. Not quite the reaction I was hoping for, but I'm used to it. Now, you're here to see the bears perform. But before we bring them out to do that, we'd like to give you a little bit of background information to make this educational as well as entertaining. So we'll cover a few facts and figures associated with these beautiful creatures. Now, my family started business here back in 1928, originally known as Ed Clark's Eskimo Sled Dog Ranch. The main attraction in those days, those beautiful dogs of the north. About 1930, it was determined we needed something extra to draw in the summer visitors who were passing us by out here on Route 3. We acquired black bears, and we've been at it ever since. And we are New England's oldest family of bear keepers. Our entire experience has been the North American black bear, Ursus americanus, the bear of America. This ring and these enclosures are just part of our bear's home. And at present, we have a total of 7. There are 3 on display over back here, and we've got an additional 4 across the street in 2 separate habitats. I'll get to them in just a moment. Now, by far, the most common question asked of us about the bears is, how long do they live? And the answer comes in 2 parts. Out here in the woods of New Hampshire, we currently have an estimated population of wild bears that approaches 5,000 head, and they're on the increase. We'll probably never know how many for sure, though, because every time they hold a census, no one shows up. However, they are very common here in the White Mountains. So, if you're here on a visit, driving down a back road, out there hiking, camping, fishing, you may see a wild bear. And if you do, please stay away from them. Don't try to get close. Do not feed them. And most of all, don't offer up a family member to have a picture taken with a nice bear. It ends badly for all those involved. And for the younger generation, that means no selfies. Hashtag bears bitey and it hurty. Now out here in the woods, the Fish and Game Department tells us the average life expectancy for a wild bear is not that long. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 6 years. Shame on Mother Nature, and shame on mankind. We do much better here. Our bears have a guaranteed living, a balanced diet, and we protect them. They're our personal property, our pets, and we extend their lives greatly over that of their wild cousins. The oldest one we have at present you will not see today. She is across the street in special quarters. She's living in a retirement community. She's over there with peace and quiet and shade, 2 houses to choose from, her own private swimming pool, 3 meals a day. She's collecting Social Insecurity, Medicare, and the meager interest they pay on her personal savings account. I'm speaking of a bear we've had here for many years. Her name is Victoria. She arrived here as a little cubby bear and was a gift by the world-famous bear trainer Albert Ricks to my sister Maureen. Maureen, Victoria, and my father Murray all worked here in the ring for many seasons. Presently, Victoria is 28 years of age. And that's not a record. The all-time best we've ever done raising up a little cubby into old age, he is laid to rest in the flower garden right over there. And there are bears buried over here, some of our finest show bears in history. The one I'm speaking of, we called him Old Fella. He lived with us here 38 years, 7 months. And we believe that is an all-time record for the North American black bear. Now, many people are curious. Where did the bears go during the winter months? Well, our bears stay on property, not down here, but across the street in special quarters. They den up and go to sleep inside wooden houses, very similar to the ones you see over back. If we have more than one bear in an enclosure, we provide additional housing. That way they can sleep together or separately. The arrangement is up to them. We board up the openings on the house except for one. That way they can come in and out as they so choose. We provide them with hay. They take it inside and they make a nest out of it. Kind of a bowl-shaped depression. And that's where they sleep for the balance of the winter. They do awaken occasionally and need a small quantity of snow to help replenish body moisture given off during respiration. A black bear in their winter den is not dead to the world. You cannot reach in, pull them out, play with them, and put them back again without their knowledge. They're ready to jump up and fight for their life or run for their life. Now, we do not abandon our bears during the winter months. No, we come out and check on them quite often. We'll come over and count noses. We take a bed check. We'll call to them. They stick their heads out of the open doorway, and the first thing they want to know, what month is it? We give them the local news, a rundown on the political situation. But we do not feed them when the snow is on the ground. We stop feeding our bears here on December 7th. From that point forward, no breakfast, lunch, or supper for 3.5 months. Now, if you think that's a hardship, think about the poor bears out there. They go without food 4.5 to 5 months every winter. Farther north in Canada, even longer than that. And they can only do it if they fatten up sufficiently in the summer and fall and live on the fat tissue stored in their bodies. Now, those are just a few of the bear facts. The Bear Show started here back in 1949. My father Murray and my Uncle Ed started to teach and train little cubbies for show work. Both my father and my uncle have passed away, so now my sister Maureen and I carry on with the show as best we can. One last thing and we'll start. Right here, I've got a lovely little painting. And this was done by Victoria, the one I was speaking of earlier. She is in semi-retirement, passing her time with painting, just like Grandma Moses. She is in what I consider her impressionist mode. These are unique and available for sale over here at the photo parlor in our main gift shop building, and for this weekend underneath the blue and white tent up here. If you would like a one-of-a-kind, limited edition, and serial-numbered souvenir by the only black bear in the world that paints, here they are. Now, without further hesitation, I want to thank you all very much for listening so quietly and patiently. Here comes our first performer, a professional showgirl by the name of Echo. And here she is, 15 years of age, full grown, current status, not married. Let's start the show properly, shall we? Nicely done. Echo is our most patriotic bear. And after she raises up the flag, the next order of business is to check the mail. We always check the bear mail during our show. You never know what you're going to get. Publishers Clearinghouse, a New America Online disc, maybe even a package from the eBay. Oh, look at that! Hooray! The tax bills are in! Well, sweetheart, I've got one question for you. Did the taxes go up this year? And who said New Hampshire was tax-free? Well, she's in position. I guess it's time for a little bit of refreshment. And you'll notice that Echo drinks from a bear can. You can find these along the edges of the highways here in New Hampshire. Parking lots, back alleyways, wherever the wild bears drop them, I guess. This is a bear can, and this is a bear belly. And you know, she's ticklish. Coochie, coochie, coo. Ticky, ticky, my. No wonder she's ticklish. Would you look at that? She's barefoot. Ain't that something? And after she's done drinking the contents of the can, she will not drop it on the ground and walk off like a people. Echo has better manners than that. She is the first bear in history to recycle. That's right. All of our black bears are going green. It's good for everyone. Now it's over to the swing chair. It's her turn for a ride. Up into position, hold steady, and Maureen will stem wind it to start it. Here comes the wind up. Oh, help yourself. And there she goes. Oh, she loves to swing. No fear of the motion or the height from the ground. As a matter of fact, Echo thinks that all bears swing in chairs. Back and forth, nice and easy. Just like her hair color. All right, sweetheart, we'll slow you down gently. The ride is over, and you can bail right out of the chair. But if you'd like to ride again, it only costs another $1.25. You see, that works every time. She must have short arms and deep pockets. Well, Maureen, I'll grab the BMO. I see Echo's in position. How about you and I play a rousing game of Echo in the middle? I'll stand over here, you wind up, take aim, and send it. And you missed me. But you got a bear and one that time. And if I go like this, doesn't she look just like Judy Jetson? Oh, Echo, you're doing a good job. Here, I'll hand this back to Maureen, and then you and I can make our way over to the scale. We're going to weigh her in. We always weigh them in during the show to try to get an accurate measurement. You can see how big they are. Difficult to tell how much they weigh. Rather deceptive. Here, I'd like you to hold this with both hands and don't drop it. And I'm going to call you 364 pounds in her bare skin. I don't know what it is you've been eating to get to be 364. But here, have a little more ice cream. It'll be fine. And then I'd like you to sit right up and look beautiful. Not hard for you. Isn't she gorgeous? Why, yes, she is. She is glossy, blue-black in color. She's already finished shedding last year's coat. All of the bears shed during the summer months. Young ones shed early on, older ones towards the latter part of the summer. And by the full moon of August, they're all done shedding last year's coat. And then the new ones arrive from Burlington Coat Factory. Time to play some basketball. And I'd like you to sit in that chair like a young lady. Footies out, both of them. Thank you. Are you ready to play? All right, here it comes. That's a good catch. I get the ball, and she gets just a little tasty. Num num, she says. How about we try that one again? Only this time, here comes a bouncer. Are you ready? Very good. She says it's no problem. It's easy street. All right, then, let's make it a little more difficult, shall we? I'd like you to join me over here. And I want you to pick the ball up, run it to that hoop, and do a layup. That ought to amaze the audience. Now I've got a little bit of extra money. Let's see, what do we have today? Dried blueberries and dried strawberry this time. There you are. There's the ball. Whenever you're ready. And she's off. And there's a basket for Echo. Once we reach the target, we do it twice. Drop it right in. Very good. Oh, Echo. You know, you're doing a fantastic job this show. I think you deserve a reward. Why don't you just look the audience over and pick out the tasty ones? And I'll hand the ball out to Lisa. And is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
To hold the ice cream again? Oh, boy! And look at that, she cleaned the spoon off. Goody!
I'm not.
You don't like ice cream? You don't share at home? We have to share. She wants me to have some. Where did the bear hair come from?
From the bear.
Well, it came from the bear.
Yeah.
Do you know what they like better than ice cream?
Yeah.
Little children. I'm going to head over here with my little bear behind. And I'm going to eat the rest of this ice cream all by myself because no one seems to want to help me. Oh, if I only had someone to share. Oh, you want to help? Well, you know what? I changed my mind. I was going to. Well, how about we just go check on them? I guess I'm caught in a bear trap. A real live one. Not your fingernails, darling. You're going to put a run in my stockings. You better watch that. You're pulling my pants down. I want to see you, bear, not me, bear. She's giving me the signal. She wants to gargle. Are you ready? Look. You know what the best advice my dad gave me about working with the bears was? He said, don't ever put your fingers in a bear's mouth. Like that. He said, whatever you do, Murray, you don't even want to try it like that. They might come out like that. But they go back in the winter. Tough crowd today. Here, you hold that and I'll get out of the bear trap. Now I have a question for you. Do we have any hockey fans in the audience today? Very good. Echo plays paw hockey. There's no stick. There's just the shtick. Goals wide open. No goalie in sight. We lose one every show. On a breakaway. Getting closer. How about a slap shot? Didn't quite make it. Hey, we won the game. Oh, she's getting too good at this. You know, maybe one of these days she could even play with the Bruins. But first she'll need a steady diet of maple leaves. I'll be here for the rest of the season. Well, folks, what did you think of our friend Echo? Didn't she? Oh, yes, you did. Now, we're bringing her back home, but don't go away. We'll be right back out with our next performer. We just have to set up a few props. We shall return.